Hello and welcome to the DFS underscore PhD show for the main slate for NFL November 9th. Remember, you're good enough, you're strong enough, and gosh darn it, someone's got to win that money, man. It's been an eventful couple weeks. This would have won me winner's circle, but I already got winner's circle for NBA, so the day before. It's been good. It's been good at NBA. Come check out the NBA stuff. Not today, because they're not running any good NBA competitions. I guess that one's got 50K. I'll eventually take a look at it. But yeah, today I'm making this video to tell you one thing. Baltimore is not good at passing. Baltimore, with Lamar Jackson, does not pass the ball that much. Does not pass the ball this much for me to be seeing. Let me just show you what I think is the craziest thing I've ever seen. Let me get these lineups off. So I haven't looked through these yet. I just ran it. We're looking through them now. So the highest owned player on the slate right now is Zay Flowers. I just don't know what to do with this. Yeah, I've been yelling about it all morning. I'll just go through the rant, I guess, step through it. So so they're not good. I mean, like, also, if anything, their backup threw more than Lamar does. I mean, let's look at, okay, so the first 5 weeks, we got three seven catches, one five catch. None of, also, we are projecting, SaberSim industry wide, they are projecting for Zay Flowers to have his second best game of the year today. Maybe. I'm just going to think Zay Flowers under, and I get 30% of the field covered? Easy. Like, that's the easiest thing in the world to me. This is not a passing offense. Best case scenario, absolute best case, he gets 10 targets and is not optimal. He was not optimal week one when he got seven for 143 and one touchdown. At his price, that's not good enough. I don't know what's going on with you guys today. If this happens, fine. 5% chance I just lose all my money, but this is crazy talk. You guys are being absolutely insane today. Like, we've got a ton of options. I mean, who does Lamar throw it to? Do you guys know? I mean, is it just Zay Flowers? Yeah, okay, maybe 10 targets. He's the number one wide receiver. I'm not going to doubt that. I mean, Rashad Bateman's not giving him any, is not pushing down his back. But oof, it's not like we're hard up for value. It's not like there's not good plays. Let's look on the whole slate. Is he the highest owned player on this whole slate? The Where is he? The third highest owned player on this whole slate, behind only Rico Dowdle with a new role in his offense, Devon Achan, which I guess I like him, but that's a little high on Achan actually. I'll just cover the field, but I want to make sure I'm not. I guess he's fine for 50%, but I'm not like a 65% play on him today. Let's also make sure that our contest sims have run. Some of this looks a little bit like maybe they didn't. Let's go look over here. They ran. Okay. I do not have unique random up for this one, so we're doing unique rank. That's fine. Okay. Um, does it have the switch to old SaberSim button? I don't see it. That's why we're doing it. I just got stuck on this side, so we're doing it this way. Okay. Let's look at now. Who are the actual values? Who do I think we should play? Tez Johnson. Tez Johnson, arguably the wide receiver one, could be the wide receiver two. Also, he won me $17,000 a few weeks ago, which is not incidental to why I'll be playing 35% of him. 36%. I want to make sure I'm 3x the field on Tez. He's out there. He ran as many routes as Ibuka did last week. So you're projecting him for less points is an assumption about the cornerbacks and the way they're going to run coverages. It's not, he's out there, he's run the route. Like, he's the second look. So first look, second look. First look covered, second look, right? I mean, it's not a confusing thing. Okay, so this has happened. I don't know what's going on. SaberSim, what's going on here? We do. It's been a couple frustrating days. It messed up a swap yesterday for me at a wedding, but that's okay. No big deal. We'll just reload this. And okay, my main point for the slate, we're going to play more Tez than expected. And then I think I have one more. So I'll make sure I get the last point out. But I got to get this to you because you only got like an hour to build. And so like by the time you're seeing this, it's probably like 15 minutes to build or 20 minutes to build, which is ideal. Hopefully you can go and stop having that much Zay Flowers in your lineup. You can double check and see, do I have Infinity Zay Flowers? Okay, I don't need that anymore. Okay. Mark Andrews is a little bit better play. So, but I have added a fork because last week, did you know who played more out of Mark Andrews and Isaiah Likely? Dun, dun, dun. It's Isaiah Likely. Have you seen these people play? Who is the better player? Who is the one running the more dynamic routes? Is it Lamar or is it Isaiah Likely? I'm just I'm just saying. If we got 14% Mandrews, which I've told you, I'm covering 14% Mandrews. He's a fine play at 3,400, but I think the better play, let's go to tight ends, yeah, is Isaiah Likely at 1.6%, 1.7%. So that's 2%. I'm going to still limit it to something reasonable, like 15%. But last week, he was the tight end one. And for me, I mean, obviously, I think Kolar caught 2 touchdowns or something. But my point is, it's no longer Mandrews' world. And as it becomes more and more not Mandrews' world as he gets old, whose world is it becoming? A little bit of Kolar as the tight end two, but the tight end one is likely going to be likely. So, yeah, Travion, I don't want him to be my absolute highest exposed guy on the slate. I'm just not that level of confident in his role. And I never have a wide receiver as high as this Puka ownership. So I'm going to knock him down to 30. He's very high priced. So his odds of, it's not if he's a good player or not, right? You want the amount he's optimal, that he's going to win you the competition. And that's about 25% for me. It's not quite as high as it is. He's a good floor play, but ceiling's about the same as all the other wide receivers. Travion, I wanted to control you to down 2x. I think 2x with the news we got this morning is fine. I'm always taking these ownerships, as like godsend, and then I always talk bad about them. It's up to you. If you feel like they're way off, I think we got at least one sig fig on most of these, so I don't think today it's that bad of ownerships. I mean, I think you're making bad decisions today. I don't think Saberson is wrong about them. I think you're wrong today. No, not you, the proverbial you. Don't take offense or whatever to this. Rico Dowdle, Travion, Achan, Tez, little high for what I was just saying about wide receivers. Let's limit him to 30. Just because I want to make that stand rational. That's not, we don't want to go crazy. Don't go crazy about Tez. Just because he won you all that money. You don't want to lose, what's this number over here? Too big. Now, also not right. I don't have $14,000. I got 15,000 total. Saberson's got some bad things going on the back end right now. Can't fully vouch for him. Okay, so we got Hunter Henry. Yes, love it. Really underprojected. I mean, again, that's a little crazy. I think I'll be 2x on Hunter Henry and call it a stand. Don't want it to be like stand of the day, Hunter Henry. He's fine. Same thing with Devontae Adams. I don't want that to be my stand of the day. He's fine. Tournament play. Fine tournament play. Also, possibly just completely screwed if you play Devontae Adams. Like, he's just like with for me on this team in his role, he is T. Higgins, right? Or like Jameson Williams. Somebody who has like infinite ceiling, zero floor. Like literally zero. Might get a zero. No, yeah, might get a zero. Okay. This is nice. This is nice and spread now. Let's make sure our defenses aren't going crazy any one way. No, I think these are good. All right, let's click the save button then. You guys know what we do here when we're done. We remember we're done. We don't not commit our every time you get to a point where you think, hey, I've got the winning lineup, put it in. Make sure it wins. Like don't have it in your like don't not commit the winning lineup. That would hurt. Okay. So we commit the winning lineup. Boop. Y'all see it later. Okay. Yeah. Do I have any more takes? I guess that's a little bit of Aaron Jones for I I don't think he's worse than Jordan Mason. It looks like you all think he's worse than Jordan Mason. That's not the situation for me yet. I mean, eventually, again, it's probably what they have planned right now, unless they can get a better draft pick. Probably planning on the draft pick, really. Okay, let's look at our QBs so I can talk about stacks a little bit, and then I'll get out of here. Because, I mean, I don't edit the stacks. That's how I won with Naked Brissett, and that's why we have Brissett out here again. I don't know, man. He's really cheap still, and maybe he does whatever he did that one day to win me all that money. Okay, so Josh Allen, fine. Matthew Stafford, fine. Drake May, Mac Jones, yeah. They're all on the list. I don't care which quarterback you go with. To me, quarterback, lowest variance position, don't care. Something happens, he runs it in, fine. You got to have exposure to a lot of them, and today there are a lot of good ones. Let's look at the stacks, actually, just to say, like, how much of this is naked, because I bet it's a lot. It's just one guy. Well, we got zero and a run back. 3%. So not as much naked as I would have expected. And I think our run backs are a little high, too, for the way this has been going recently. 34. 40. Yeah, it's been a little lower this year, but I'm not going to force it in. How's our secondary stacks? 60. whatever. Like I say, I haven't been looking at this all year. This is where I let Saberson take the wheel and like prove their worth a little bit because I can't be digging into this kind of stuff every slate. Plus, I don't. It's like with oppositional defenses in basketball. It's not the same every slate. You know what I mean? Just because you have data on every slate doesn't make it applicable, right? And so that's the way I feel about stacks. Every slate is a different thing with stacks. So I don't know. I might force a round peg in a square hole or whatever if I start messing around. I like these. See running backs, anything special. I guess I could go overall by leverage. Yeah, that's probably a good plan. Let's do overall by leverage. That's normally something that's part of the show. Travion Henderson. Well, well, well. That's quite a lot of faith that we're putting in that coach speak. I'm going to dial that down to 30% because I don't believe that coach in general as much as, I'd like to for putting this much money behind Travion Henderson. He's fine. Also, I don't really believe in Travion Henderson that much. Part of this, come on, Sabres, come on. This happened as well. With these big slates, sometimes your cache memory is, you need to like free up some cache memory, probably is what's going on here. I have like a zillion contests here. So that's presumably the issue here. I thought that would be fine on desktop, but maybe it's just like a SaberSim issue. Do I have to change my cache size in SaberSim? I don't know. Good, good. We've taken us to the wrong slate. Very clever. Yeah, you know what? I was just kind of, I guess I'll look at the negative leverage and then we'll probably get out of here because it's 1 hour until lock right now. So whatever 20, 30, 40 of you see this, hey, thanks for being my biggest fans. Nice to see you. Enjoy the one take. All right. So it did not apply the thing I said to do with Travion. Instead, it said, you didn't want that. Yeah, we didn't want that. It's very confusing. All right, Saberson, let's just look at negative leverages. Zay Flowers, negative 30%. Absolutely. You know, that's my big stand. San Francisco's a decent run defense, so I'm not going to force Kyron. He's fine, though. I don't really love being this low on Kyron. I don't love it's 10%, right? I mean, it's like, you know, if he kills me, fine. That's what all these plays are. Sam Laporta, don't love being underweight on these guys, but it's by virtue of, I think, the road to optimal for a $4,000, $4,500 tight end today. Pretty tough, man. Pretty tough. I don't. Zach Ertz, Kittle, do they get to work? Can they do a one big run? That's why Laporta stands out to me as maybe something I fix because yeah, he can do that. He has the upside, and Detroit like not that tough of a game today. So I don't know. That one feels weird, but it's also not going to be a passing attack game for Detroit. I'm not going to change this. Oh, but you know what I should do? I should change something so that it commits the earlier change. So fine, a little bit more Laporta, 5% to 15. I don't want it to go crazy. But I think he's a fine play. I wouldn't mind getting over the field a little. Plus, it will let me do a apply on my earlier change to Travion now. Fingers crossed. Ah, diversifying, diversifying. I now understand, by the way, that they are doing like, is it Pareto front optimization? Pareto front optimization. Yeah. So this is the kind of thing they're doing for, just in case you wanted to figure out the underpinnings of what this diversifier thing is. That's what is going on under the hood. I've been a little bit more convinced by it talking to Shady, and I need to keep reading those books he gave me. But when I was talking, so I also had a wedding with all my MIT friends yesterday, and one of them works in Bayesian analysis and AI for a job. And when I told him I was reading about these methods and applying them, he asked me why. And that is what I couldn't answer. And that is why I'm reading about them. Because to me, I also don't know why we're doing it quite this way. It doesn't make sense to me. Um, it's basically saying that you can predict the stock market to me, and I don't think that's true. So that's why I don't do that generally. I used to play around with options, by the way, just specifically to stock market stuff. All right, so we talked about high leverage, we talked about low leverage, and I've given you enough time to maybe see it. So let's just end it by saying, remember, you're good enough, you're strong enough, and gosh darn it, someone's got to win that money, and it might as well be us, as long as we don't play Zay Flowers.